Test, 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 test. Whoop, whoop. Now you guys can hear us. I still have it set up to go through the external microphones that we have, and I forgot to plug them in. Woohoo!
Alright.
Man, what are we, 10 minutes into this and finally get to it?
That's the way we roll.
It has been a busy week.
It's not over yet. Yeah, you are not going to get them to stop.
Come here. Come here.
Come here. She's like, I'm playing. Sarge, sit. Sit. Can we say hi? Say hi.
We got a new friend around here.
Say hi. Everybody wants to see your beautiful face. There she is.
Hi, Nanda. How you doing? I see Von Terre Homestead here. Oh, so what did you find out at the vet today, Jenny? How old is this puppy?
The way that they worded it was maybe a year old.
And she's had babies.
She's had puppies already. Poor baby. Producer Cuckoo.
Well, I know who's not getting a good night kiss tonight.
Yeah, my face is a little wet.
You're a good girl.
She showed up in our front yard. And
there you go. Easy,
she came over
easy.
with the neighbor dog. The neighbor dog is not allowed over here because she eats our chickens. So I went out and this dog just came hurling across the front yard, and I was like, whoa, 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 because I knew nothing about this dog. So I picked up a big stick and kept it between me and her, and she was looking at me like, yeah, she was looking at me like, just pet me, love me, there's a human. And she is the most sociable
She was obviously
dog.
very deprived.
Yes, very deprived of attention. And don't nibble on
and
him.
puppyish. I mean,
Yes, very puppyish. Yeah. And so got her a big bowl of water and checked with the neighbors and stuff. Nobody's ever seen this dog before, and here we are 8 days later, and she's still here. So she's ours.
She's a chewer.
She just doesn't have a name.
Jenny's been trying to fish for names. Yes, Tim. She saw Jenny and she adopted Jenny, and
Yep.
she knew a sucker when she saw one.
Yep.
You can call her Sadie.
But you have a Sadie. We can't call her Sadie.
Have we been through? No, I don't think we've been through all these pictures yet.
No.
She listens really well.
Yes.
She doesn't behave well.
No, she's destructive. We, not knowing that she was as young as she is, and she hadn't really given too much indication on that. We left her in the house that second day for about an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours, and we came home to an entire floor covered up in stuff she had shredded.
Oh.
It was a mess.
It was a mess.
Thankfully, none of it was like super. She's such a spaz. Super, important. It was a few egg cartons that she dug from under the dresser and some of the kids' toys, but they took it well because she's so cute. But so we've been working on That's Not Yours. And what was it? Oh, was it my mom? I think it was my mom. No, it was my friend Betsy. She's like, well, what have you been calling her? And I said, we've been calling her No, we've been calling her Out, and we've been calling her That's Not Yours. So that's pretty much, that's a lot of what we say. But she's doing very well. She's learning. She's catching on quickly.
Looks like a Chuck to me.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to do Chuck.
How's everybody doing? Brenda, Jackie, Noah's Ark, Homestead Wannabe. I saw there's two family, H&K Crane. Of course, Nunda, Von Terre Homestead. Oh, look.
You got that again?
Oh, no, not that again, but there's all Nunda's info right there. Von Terre Homestead, the Facebook group. Go check it out. I'm positive the link's in the description. Nunda, please share the link to your group. We would really appreciate it. I don't think you ever did last week when I asked you to. Mercy?
I kind of like
I do like Mercy. She's also got a Facebook page, and there's her Instagram. So please check out Nunda.
Oops,
Bonterre Homestead.
10 years in and still saying that's not yours. Yeah, I have a feeling that's going to be something.
I tell you what,
for a while.
Jenny and I are, what, a little over 10 years into this? Me and you?
10 years into what?
Me and you.
Oh, yeah.
And she still says, that in the fridge isn't yours. That's not yours. That's for the kids. You stay out of that. There.
Please do not use all of the sour cream over the weekend. I have that planned for dinner next week.
I am on a sour cream and cottage cheese kick right now.
Please don't eat all of the taco shells. I need those. Please don't. Yeah, I'm like, don't touch. It's not yours.
Tim has a great question. Did the vet confirm what you were thinking breed-wise? Or was nothing said?
Pit Bull Terrier.
Pit Bull Terrier.
Yeah,
okay.
That's what they believe that she is. So, Pit Bull Terrier. She's so sweet. She's a lover. And it was funny because they did a heartworm test, and to do that they took a little blood from the front leg. So the one vet assistant had come in, and she's also the one that checked for a microchip last week and absolutely loved her. So she came in, and she's the one that did the actual blood draw, and another vet assistant came in and held her, and she was all in their faces like, oh, love me, pet me. And after they did that, she went behind and hid behind me like, I don't want to be by you anymore. You bit my leg. It's like, oh. But she is so sociable. She thinks everybody is there for her, to see her, to serve her.
I'm going to butcher this, and I'm really sorry, but Creations by...
Yishka? Yeah.
We are so glad that you finally got to make a live show. Homestead Dad, what's up? So I took the week off work.
Wait, I'm missing this. We have a whiteboard on fridge for notes for that. Notes, like, for what? Because, like, the amount of whiteboards and chalkboards and calendars and stuff that I have around here for notes is insane.
For Jenny's lists of lists.
We have our chores whiteboard. We have our daily whiteboard. We have our monthly calendar. We have our
Backyard Eden. Hello.
I'm sorry. That caught my attention.
Is there people you're seeing that I haven't said hi to? I'm sorry. I was just trying to say.
Kelly
hey.
PB fam. Did we say hi to her?
I don't think so.
Backyard Eden.
We have an email from. Does she want seeds? Or wait, we had an email from her, didn't we?
I don't know.
We're behind on the seeds thing.
Oh, whiteboard. That's not yours. Yeah. Nobody's allowed to touch my whiteboards. Nope. Don't touch them.
If you want some of Old Alabama Gardener's warty squash seeds, email us, and
we'll send them out.
Try to remember to email them to you. If you don't hear from us, feel free to bug us again. Well, not bug us again, but but keep bugging us.
If we have not responded, like give us a couple days. If we haven't responded in a couple days, or acknowledge that you emailed us and said, yeah, we'll send them out. And if you don't see them within a couple weeks, be like, hey, slackers.
Speaking of which, there he is, Old Alabama Gardener.
There he is.
Charles, I was just showing your seeds. We have not had frost yet. We have not even been close.
Thank goodness.
I think our low was last night, about 50. No.
Egg.
Yeah, I think that's been about our lowest.
In a while, yeah.
Yeah.
I have so many tomatoes out there I gotta go pick still. I can't do frost yet.
I see somebody ask, so did I not put the picture in here? I didn't. Keep talking, babe.
Okay.
Yep, you're doing good.
I did get 7 quarts of Roma tomatoes canned this week. So this is fair week, and everything is crazy. This is our first time with the kids in the fair. Everything is absolutely crazy. We have no idea what we're doing. And so we're kind of just winging it daily. We're making multiple trips to the fair. We've got our meat chickens here that we're processing. This new dog showed up. We had to pick up the new tractor and this. And like I said, we got tomatoes coming in from the garden like crazy. So we haven't canned any tomatoes yet this year. So I went out and loaded up a 5-gallon bucket and So Tuesday, it was 92 degrees with a heat index of 98. And
It's been awful.
I baked 2 loaves of bread, and I canned 7 quarts of tomatoes, and then I baked a roast and all sorts of stuff. It was so hot in this house. It was awful. But it's stuff that needed to be done. And we've got probably another 15 gallons worth of just the Roma tomatoes that we need to pick, and we haven't even touched the other ones yet. It's insane.
I see somebody asked if they just got here, have I shown the new tractor yet? We were home last minute from the fair here, and I know it's in the title. I'm more than willing to talk about the tractor, but I don't think I have any pictures readily available to show.
I mean, I could bring one up on my phone, or if you want to find it on IG and switch.
Do we have a good picture on a good picture of IG?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. We'll try to find that here in a little bit. I do have the IG page up already. People are asking about fair. If you saw our Facebook or Instagram post, we were absolutely shocked. We know nothing about the fair. Let's start that. As far as showing animals.
Yeah, we know nothing as far as
dogs.
Yeah, we know nothing in the animal aspect, and I only know from the participation of archery and crafts and a little bit of food. Dogs are crashing into stuff. But I know nothing from the behind the scenes stuff of like what it takes to actually get and what you're supposed to know. And one thing that what are you looking at?
Them.
Oh, okay. One thing that I forgot what I was going to say now.
Behind the scenes, one thing that you appreciate your mom probably.
One thing that Mike made a comment earlier is, since we're so new at this, like, we don't know what questions to ask.
Oh, right.
We don't know, hey, am I supposed to be doing this? We don't know that we're supposed to ask that. And there seems to be a little bit of a lack of communication as far as informing us on stuff that we are supposed to know to be able to go into showing these, like the meat birds for this year. That we don't know to ask the questions for that, and we weren't given that information. But there are so many parents there that we just started picking everybody's brains and asking them, you know, is there a requirement for this? Are we supposed to be doing this? And where's this at? And what time do we need to be here? And thankfully, everybody has helped us. And otherwise, we would be so lost.
Everybody's been so fantastic. And so when it comes time for showing, can we go there?
Yeah.
When it comes time for showing the animals,
we don't know what we're doing.
And the meat birds are going to get auctioned off.
Yep.
And they did tonight.
Yep.
And we had told TJ, well, to be fair, whatever you make at auction, you need to subtract out what Mom and I have put into the chicken, and then you can keep the rest.
We were going to be a little lenient if he only had a couple bucks in his pocket. Okay, so maybe we'll take off 1 or 2 and go ahead and give him and stuff. But we're the ones that bought the birds and the feed. We got
it figured out that we're into it $4 per bird right now. Yeah. And so whatever he got at auction, we were going to subtract out $8 because it was 2 birds. Mm-hmm. And we figured he'd still have $5, $6, $7, $8, $9.
Yeah. Decent
Not too
amount
bad
for an 11-year-old.
We had no idea what happens at auctions.
Nope.
And so where's your thing?
Right here.
So tonight, our giveaway question, we're not doing the giveaway question now. You can think about it if you want or whatever. But our question to win this candle is
maple Belgian waffle. It smells amazing.
Is going to be, how much did TJ win at auction for his 2 birds? We were completely shocked. We're not answering that question right now. We're going to do this contest a little later.
Depending on like it varied between people, and it varied between, do you have geese, do you have ducks, do you have chickens, you know, stuff like that. So that was crazy. That was crazy.
When the first geese went up for auction, well, I'm not even going to say how much that went for. No. The Grand Champion geese. I'm not even going to say how much that went for.
I actually misunderstood, and I thought it was not what I heard. And I was like,
I was totally floored, never having done this. This might be very common with all you guys, but I was totally floored when I started hearing those numbers.
Yeah, it was a little bit crazy, but yeah, it was funny.
By head or pound, it was a total price for the 2 birds.
Yeah, you have 2 birds in the pen, either 2 hens or 2 cockerels.
This many dollars gets you those 2 birds that TJ took to the thing. So
go lay down.
So we'll be asking that question later to win that candle, and with all of our prizes, you'll also get a package of OAG seeds. numbers are by the pen, right?
Yes. The price. The price is on the pen. So there's 2 birds in a pen, and you get paid for those 2 birds.
Right.
Yep.
Okay.
But we're not. I mean, that's going to be the trivia question, but we're not doing.
We'll do that. We'll try to do that in the next 10-15 minutes.
Yeah.
But
everything at the fair has gone very well. The kids did very good on all of their exhibits. And they seem to be enjoying it. They're very excited for next year. And what's nice is now that we know a little bit more and I have the fair book.
We are so educated.
We have, we've learned.
Which is dangerous if we feel educated.
Yeah. I told Mike, I was like, I can actually start taking notes on some of this.
Hi, Grizz.
We actually have a whole year to plan, whereas we didn't get signed up until July. And so we had from July until, papers had to be turned in August 1st. So I saw that. So we need, we were very rushed on picking what it was that we wanted to do. So now that we know more and we have more time to plan, and they can even work on stuff over winter and stuff like that, they want to do a lot more next year, which I'm not sure I can really handle that. But
what about me, Homestead Dad?
Yeah, isn't he dressed for the fair too?
I got a nice T-shirt on. It's from Switzerland.
Thank you.
I got a hat.
I was actually mistaken for TJ's sister standing in line for the meat birds today.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm waiting for the day where somebody asks if this is my daughter. I'm not gonna lie. I am waiting for the day, and I'm gonna put a lip lock on her. Oh wait, family-friendly channel. All right, we'll stop there.
Yeah, I had to tell the lady. I was like, I'm his
You look
mom.
nice too.
And she's like, I thought you were his sister. Someone's wrong with my list. I was like, nope, I'm mom.
Oh yeah, because the list, the way they show the birds, the way they go into the auction is alphabetical. So
based on club.
So you would have been behind or in front of TJ.
Right, she's like, this is the guy's name and a guy's name and a guy's name, and there was no girl.
Yeah, Homestead Dad. Beard is coming soon to his homestead.
Well.
So the other, let's see.
She said you turned beet red.
When?
Probably when you're talking about me being mistaken as your daughter. Stop it.
I do tend to turn red relatively easily. I just don't recall doing it here just a couple seconds ago.
Come here. No.
So we have been running, I think Jenny touched on it, back and forth to the fair at least 3 times a day for TJ to take care of his birds, and we drop him off and he runs in there, takes care of them. We go park, and then we all go in there and hang out with him. But why don't you run through some of the other stuff kids did and how they placed? I really need a glass of water, so I'm gonna get up and give you that.
Okay. Andrew is a clover butt. 5 to 8 year olds are clover buds, and so they get a ribbon on everything. But that's all that they get is just a ribbon. He turned in a pumpkin. He baked brownies, 98% himself, and they were from scratch. And he also entered his sunflower that he started in kindergarten class and gave me for Mother's Day. He then proceeded to take care of it outside and water it and stuff. So he grew that sunflower himself. So he got a ribbon for all of it. And Faith baked zucchini bread, and she got a first place ribbon, a blue ribbon, an A ribbon is actually what it's called for the youth. And she entered a drawing, and she got honorable mention. She entered a wreath and got honorable mention. And then she had a hair accessory, and she got best in class for that. She also entered brown eggs, but we didn't understand the rules. And so she entered, they were all like a variety of shades of brown and different sizes and stuff. And they want basically what you would go to the grocery store and find. You're going to open it up and every egg is going to be the same shade and the same size. So she didn't even get a ribbon on that, but lesson learned. And so she's going to improve on that for next year. And then TJ had his meat birds, and he got a blue ribbon for them and then auctioned them off. And then he also had a Legos construction toy that he had built, and he got a blue ribbon for them. He had recyclable art. He had made a trumpet. I think we showed the trumpet in one of our live shows.
Oh, yes. And also, I was sitting here remembering our last video is of all of this.
Yeah. And he got a blue ribbon for that. And then he also had tomatoes, and he got a blue ribbon for that. So they're overall very happy with. I will say that Andrew was disappointed when he found out that he didn't get money for his ribbons.
Yeah, he was a little bummed out about that, which Good. I mean...
Yeah, I told him, I said, well, you can just use the next 2 years to be able to build more knowledge and experience so then you can do better.
I mean, I'm just glad to see that he cares.
Yeah. But they all did really well. They were all very happy with the outcome. And, you know, now they can only go up from here now that they know more and stuff. So, yeah.
I see the question is, where's the new hat, LOL? I'm assuming that's towards me.
Probably.
But who remembers who gave me this hat? This is not a contest or anything. Just wondering if anybody remembers who gave me this hat.
The hat is nasty.
It has gotten nasty. I wear it all the time.
It is nasty.
But, yeah, what was it? Was that last winter? I was having a little hat contest. People sending me hats back and forth. I saw Nanda talk about the whole eggs bummed her out. It really bummed us out, too, when that judge was talking to it. It's at the very end of our last video, if you want to check that out. But she took it as, you know, yeah, she did good.
It was positive criticism. Mm-hmm. She wasn't upset about it or anything. She's like, oh, okay, well, I'll just do better next year. So, I mean, it was great for her.
That's a good question, Jackie. Jenny, you got an answer for that?
Can you edit?
And I don't even know what premium points are, to tell you the truth. I have no idea.
No, clover buds can only do 4-H. They can't do, or I'm sorry, they can only do fair. They can't do open. Open is for youth, which starts at 9 and up, and then adults. So clover bud is...
Open starts at 9, is that what you just said?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, you have like open, and then you have open youth. And then you have fair youth and fair clover buds. So clover buds are only fair size.
So somebody Andrew's age can only be 4-H clover bud.
Can only be fair clover bud.
In order to enter stuff.
Yes.
Okay. Well, fair clover bud is 4-H clover bud.
It's all 4-H. Then there's
right.
open and there's fair.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Oh.
And it's flickering.
But open isn't 4-H though.
It's all in the 4-H book.
Okay. Oh, I see. But open, you're not part of a group or anything.
You don't have to be part of a club, no, for open.
Premium points equals fair dollars. All right, which is basically how it's working with their ribbons, right? For clover.
Yes.
Well, not for Andrew,
not for
though.
clover buds, but for youth.
All right, Homestead Dad, take it easy. 1870s Homestead, what's up? Check them out on Instagram, 1870s Homestead, great people. At our fair, anyone can show open class.
I'll have to look. I'll have to look in the book. I don't think I've seen 5 to 8-year-olds listed open. But I also have not, to be honest, I have not searched in the open very much because we weren't doing anything this year and they were signed up under the club.
Right.
So I've only done minimal searching just to see what the differences were in specific categories. So that was all.
So, oh my goodness. Thank you, Nanda, Bonterre Homestead.
Prize money for the Pratt kids.
Oh wait, does that mean we have to split it with them?
$10 each. Gracie can get some for being a good participant, but being carted around every day and walk through the fair, her little legs just go, 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 go.
Didn't we ban Nanda from doing that anymore?
I think we yelled at her last time. But then
Thank you, Nanda.
Then she yelled back. The kids got to see baby cows that were only like 2 hours old. When we were there last night, there's this whole birthing tent.
I'm a little conflicted about the birthing tent.
There's sheep and goats and chickens and quails and all sorts of stuff. And we were there last night, and both cows were in labor.
Yeah.
And the one had been in labor all day, and then she finally had her baby today, this evening, and like 45 minutes later, the second cow had her baby.
I don't know how long a cow is normally in labor, but that seems like a long time.
That was a long time.
I was surprised when we were there tonight after the auction. They had said that it was just 2 hours ago.
Yeah.
Crazy. Yeah, I think the birthing tent is neat for it's educational. People can see what's happening, but I also kind of feel like those animals should be
not being stared at by 50
not
million
on display.
people.
So I mean, I know our kids loved it. Those animals in there seem to be very well taken care of.
It was really cute seeing those baby quail though too. They're like the size of a
Well, see, I
quarter.
kind of look at that as different though too. But
yeah,
the mama sheep and goats and cows that are in that tent, it just seems like, I don't know. But like I said, they seem very well taken care of.
Yeah,
and
they were. The people there, because of the cows being in labor and stuff, they had people on shifts all night long.
Yep. So yeah, like I said, they're taking care of them, but it kind of seems like they should be private too. So, anyways, so what's our next? Are we still on the fair?
Yeah, I think we're done.
Done?
Yeah.
Today we started our meat butchering operation, and if you are a part of our Facebook friends group, whoop, not that, I got it all set up wrong again, darn it. Here we go, let's see if I got it here. If you're part of our Facebook friends group, we just went over 200 members. I cannot believe that. I'm so excited about that. I'm having so much fun in that group. But we did a live stream in this group. It's a private group, so just ask to join and we'll let you join. But we did a live stream of our butchering process today, and that went over really well. There's been a lot of great comments on it. The 1870s Homestead asked where we got the chicken neck cutting scissors, and those are actually scissors we use in the garden. Or wait, was it the black pair or the other one? If it was the black handled pair, it came in a butchering set that I got out of a Walmart special. In fact, I think I got it at Walmart, and it was a pair of scissors that were in there, and I gotta tell you, they're very flimsy, and I've had to correct them a couple times.
Yeah, the black ones.
Oh, okay, yeah. So that came in I'm pretty sure it's a Eastman butchering set that I got out of Walmart, and this would have been last year that I got it, and I really like the whole set. Those scissors though have proved to be pretty flimsy.
Yeah.
But if you'd like to see the video of that operation, like I said, head over to our Pratt Family Homestead Friends group, and that's posted in there. I hope to do a final meat chicken video of the whole year and include some of that, but the YouTube video won't have the butchering. You'll have to go probably watch it in that group, or I might put up a private video on YouTube and link to that. I don't know, something along those lines.
We did not make the plucker. We borrowed it from a friend. They made the plucker.
They did a good job.
And he's explained how he's done it and where he's gotten all the parts, but he explained it to me. And like, sorry, I shouldn't. You were drinking. I came home after picking it up the first time, and pretty much I could repeat where he got one item out of the whole thing. And I was like, you'll have to ask him. I don't know.
Yeah, they haven't actually used it in a couple years, and I thought about offering just to buy that one off of them.
How long does it take you to process 30 birds? We haven't done 30 birds yet.
Yeah, so today was supposed to be 30. Actually, there's 31 in the mix, right?
31, yeah.
And we took kind of a lazy lunch. Jenny, and we didn't get started till late due to fair stuff and finishing getting set up.
Yeah, and I had to run to the feed mill, and then we had to go get ice. And so we didn't even get started until 12:30, and we planned on starting at 10. I mean, that's how great it went. And
then we did 15 or so, and then the little bit of the 20, 30-minute live deal. I think it was 22 minutes live deal for the Facebook group.
And that kind of slows it down a little bit.
And that slowed that down a little, but then Jenny had to take the dog to the vet. The kids had to eat lunch, and I was pretty slow at getting back at it, but I was already doing some more. Jenny got out there, got back from the vet, and then we had to go to the fair at 5.
Yeah, so it was just a little bit of a mess.
What I can tell you is last year, Jenny and I did 21 in 3 hours. And we have a lot different setup this year that's faster.
Yeah.
So we feel like if we were to sit down and do it like we want to do tomorrow, a big day push, we really feel like in that 3 hours we could probably do at least 30, wouldn't you think? If we're sitting there doing it.
I think so.
Yeah.
If we really...
Well, we did 5 in about, what did we do today?
5 and 30 minutes. So
5 and 30.
Yeah.
Well, I was finishing up on 30. Yeah, so
Yeah.
we'll see.
It'll go a little bit easier tomorrow once we
kind of got our rhythm going. And
yeah, I mean, it's been a year since we've done it, so
right.
we gotta get.
So we got 24 done today, and a whole bunch of broke up time and other stuff going on. So
I do have pierced ears. I'm wearing these feather dangle earrings. I have 2 holes in each ear. The first set I got when I was 14, and I cried because it hurt so bad, and I was angry that my mom let me do it. So the next year for my birthday, I asked for the second set. She let me do it.
Freaky Geek too, no kidding. Brenda, I tell you what, that chicken plucker is a game changer for us. I think we've plucked them by hand, and it gets the job done. But I mean, we scald them at the right temp at 150 degrees or so, and in that plucker, it's for the most part done in.
Yeah.
Now, if you go over to our Facebook group and you watch the live, we didn't have the temperature right because our thermometer broke. And so
I didn't know that the wind blew the stove out.
And
the water had been cooling off, and I didn't know it.
Oh, okay. I didn't even know that. Hey, Bonterra Homestead, Nunda. In high school, I pierced my ear, and my dad was mad.
So I had my best friend through high school, pierce one of my ears with a third ear. And my mom got so mad. My brother called and ratted me out.
JM at the nut house.
Because he picked me up from my friend's house. And my mom was she was furious that I let her do that. And so I took it out before she got home. And of course, it healed up like almost immediately because it was not even 12 hours
Part-time
old.
permies.
I never did that again. So next I went and got a tattoo instead. But I was 18 at least.
1870s Homestead Love Face hairpiece. She was so shocked that she got what's it called?
Best in class.
Best in class. I was like, wow, that's cool. So tomorrow our hope is to get at least 50 to 60 chickens done tomorrow.
Yeah.
And then play some catch up on Saturday and Sunday. We've also got 20 to 30, 20, 25 in our laying flock that we want to part with as well. They're all getting kind of old, and we still don't eat chicken eggs, so
nope.
But we are giving some of those chickens away to some friends.
Yes.
So we'll see.
Alive.
Bandana Grandma. I don't think I ever said hi to Coco Noel. Who else? Yeah, so I don't have any pictures of the tractor. I'm working on a tractor video.
Well, do you have IG pulled up?
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
that.
Let me get it pulled up. There it is.
Yes, when we sell the meat chickens, they are frozen. So we put them in ice, and we let them soak. And then we put them in shrink wrap bags and put them in the freezer. And then
shrink wrap being we put them in hot water and the bag goes whoosh.
It's awesome.
It's pretty good.
It's fast. And we write on there the weight, and then we stick it in the freezer, and then we, either take it to whoever's getting them or have them come pick up or whatever thing like that.
The exception might be, I don't want to cut you off, but
you're good.
to save freezer space, our next door neighbor's buying some. And so I'm going to go knock on his door tomorrow and ask him how many he wants, and then I'm going to go deliver them tomorrow night, and his freezer can freeze them.
Yeah.
Jenny, you must really get into canning chicken.
Yeah,
it is really good.
That, Charles. See, man, something about that is funky. But I think when we quarter up ours, I think we'll set a little bit aside to maybe do a couple of jars to give it a try. And then In our group, somebody had also suggested using dry Italian seasoning and rubbing it on the chicken breast before vacuum sealing it. I think I want to try some packages like that. He said it really helps flavor the meat. And I'm like, oh, yeah, no kidding.
Yeah.
Stick that in there.
I think I talked about this last week as well. I find that overall, chicken has no flavor.
Yeah.
And my dad and I both thought these chickens last year had even less flavor.
Yeah, that's true.
Which, it's all about the seasoning with chicken. I understand that. But still, they're pretty flavorless.
None to ask if you made those killing cones.
I did make those killing cones, and that is definitely going to be in a video. I tell you what, I'm going to look it up right now in the history of the YouTube channel, because
I thought you were getting ID up for your tractor.
I do, but you told me to hold on. I got that video off another channel on YouTube. I'm trying to remember the name of it. Let me go to my history. Let's see. It's called $3 cheapest killing cones. There it is.
Yeah,
Green Acres Homestead.
Green Acre Homestead.
Green Acre Homestead. I watched this video, and I tell you what, he was absolutely correct. Let me put this video up for you. I'm getting past the ad here.
Are our meat birds out on grass? Yes. So we start them in the workshop only because they're so teeny tiny, like it's ridiculous. But then we boot them outside, and we've got them in chicken tractors. And I don't think we've mentioned this. We did a video, and we originally showed that we were separating them based on the ones that had feathered out quickly. We called those the roosters, and we put them in the 2 smaller chicken tractors. We tried to do like 25 in each tractor. And we were wrong. We had it backwards. And somebody told us we were backwards, and I would have to go back to that video and see. Those ended up being the hens. The hens feathered out faster than the roosters. So the hens ended up in the small chicken tractors, and the roosters all hung out together in the big chicken tractor. But they are out on grass, and once they reach like 4 or 5 weeks or something, we started moving them twice a day instead of every day, just because the grass would get matted and poopy and stuff really quickly. So it was a lot nicer for them to move around, and they really like the fresh grass.
They do. As soon as you move them, they're all like
pecking in the ground.
Bob's Homestead said I get distracted easily. How you doing, Bob Homestead? A world without rule of law. I don't know. That's always a tongue twister for me. How you doing? So yeah, that was the video I had up that I'd watched to make those killing cones, and a $3 5-gallon bucket, opposed to anywhere from, well, where was I looking up? $12 to $25 for a metal killing, and these are doing just fine.
Yep.
So, and so what was the next thing, baby?
Well, you were trying to look for a picture of your tractor.
That one?
Yeah.
I don't know if they can see it that well.
I don't know.
But
it's there.
It's there.
It's here.
I was actually going to do a video on it here pretty soon. That's an 8.5-foot disc behind it. The tractor doesn't even really know it's back there. And it's working out great. It's doing real good. I went and played with the sickle the other day, and I was able to... I got the hydraulics all working on. I spent 2 nights in our commercial barn working on the hydraulics to get it to raise and lower that sickle bar. Talk about a cat's meow right there. Holy cow, that is so nice to have. Not have to get off every 10 seconds
and he mowed the hayfield. And like the whole thing actually mowed this time. It was the first time this year that all at once it was mowed.
It was relatively thin too, but
it was, but still.
But here it is, the end of September, and next week's it was so hot. Yeah. Next week's supposed to be warm again, right?
Yep.
It was like, wow, why not? Let's go cut it.
Yeah.
What are we missing?
I have no idea.
So let's do this giveaway.
Oh, Part-Time Hermie says, what are we going to do with the old one?
The old one what?
The old tractor.
Keep it.
Yeah, right now it's sitting in the commercial barn because we need to get it out of the way. That is where it is, right?
Nope, it's in the driveway.
Oh, it's still in the driveway. I
had to move it out when I had to unload that disc.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
But we are planning on fixing it. It's just not a priority right now. Has it been 10 minutes yet?
I think for the giveaway.
Oh.
Yeah. So why don't you show the giveaway? If you guys want to start guessing, boosh, dang, right in your face. Holy cow! All right. So if you guys want to start guessing, you can. But here goes TJ's video. Okay, we can't show that because then you'll know. Once we see the price go by, then I'll play the video. So again, it's the price for 2 birds, and Jenny and I were floored. So generally speaking, looking at all the average answers here, you're low. There are some that are high, but generally speaking, low. And we're talking the ending price. Right.
Both birds in the pen.
Was that it? No, that wasn't it.
Nope.
Some people are getting close.
Nope.
I tell you what, Coconut, TJ looked really great in that outfit. He really did.
Some are getting close.
Ooh, you guys are getting in the area. All this for a candle, right? Some of you guys
all this for 2 chickens.
Well, all the driving around back and forth, holy God.
You do not get just one guess. You keep going until somebody gets it.
Yep. Man, good guesses going on. Some people are getting crazy high. Some people are still low.
Some people are in the ballpark, though.
Some people are in the ballpark.
Tim's going to just start listing off 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh, nope, that wasn't it. Nope. I thought I saw it, but I didn't.
Oh,
somebody's getting closer. Oh. I'd say quite a few people are still a little low. I'm seeing some high ones now, too. I'll go ahead and say 2-family homestead, you are outside the ballpark. Oh, man, so many close answers. Oh, my gosh.
Oh, my gosh, that one was really close.
Somebody was $1 off. Oh, I can't believe that. Okay.
Oh, no, just don't say anything yet.
Oh, well, I was going to say, it's...
No, just don't say anything yet.
I wasn't going to give a number. I was just going to describe the number. It's not like that, but it's more like that. It's a... You know what I mean? Oh my gosh. Jenny will let you go with this all night long.
Are everybody's fingers numb yet?
Jenny's like, I bought a candle. Y'all are going to work at this. See how it's getting like this? I was going to say it's more of a...
It's 3 figures.
It is 3 figures.
3 figures.
And it's...
But, okay, how about it's between 2 and 3. 3 figures between 2 and 3.
More than a penny, less than 1,000.
That's right.
Oh, that was... No, I guess that wasn't super close. Oh, things are going fast. Holy cow. This might be... so close. Oh, another pretty close one. But see, with the delay...
I know.
Hey, when you see it,
look at between the 2 and the 3.
When you see it, remember the name, but don't say the name.
Oh, okay.
You guys are there. You guys are there. Well, you're a little low right now. A little low right now.
But they're. We
We've got
one.
All right, we remember who that is.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. We got a winner.
All right, you guys can stop guessing. Here comes the video. We do have one winner.
If you can't hear the audio, let me know.
Give it 393. 300. You know, there's a 300. 300. 300. I'm trying to figure it out. I think the chicken are waiting. Give 300. So right here at 275. Who do you have? Number 112. And that is the Kroger Company. Kroger Company, and we thank you. Alrighty, we got Jack over there.
Alright, I didn't realize it was done already. So did you guys see it? Did you guys hear it? Were you guys able to hear the were you guys able to hear the sound or no? Did it come through the final price? I honestly have not even watched that video yet, and I took the video. No, it was $275, right?
$275.
It was $275. There we go. Yep. Okay.
$275.
All right.
$275 for 2 chickens.
And we're letting TJ keep it all, except for the price of the birds that it cost us to raise them.
Yeah, which is $8. So I was like, well, wait a minute. We need to tack on the entry fee and the gas and the feed, like feeding the human boy who had to go to the fair every day. So it was really funny. But yeah, $275. It's not like that for everybody. You know, there was a couple of them that only got like $70 for the pair. One of the moms said it all depends on who you know. One thing we did not know is you were to send out support letters. Drop them off everywhere. The bank, the dentist, the doctor.
Oh, JM at the Nut House
Oh, yeah, JM at the Nut House one. Yes. Yes, good job, JM at the Nut House. Good job. Totally forgot that part. Sorry. Yeah, and so they're like, you know, you need to send out support letters. We didn't know about the support letters until today when we were at the feed mill.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's where we buy all of our food. And she's like, well, did he send us a letter? And I looked at him like, what letter? Like, you're crazy.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? And she's like, a support letter. Your leader was supposed to tell you that they send out support letters to get people to come to the auction to bid on your birds. And I'm like, I had no idea. Thankfully, these people are awesome. These are also the same people that offered, you know, just if you need somebody to come pick up feed while Mike was in the hospital, just don't worry about it. We'll cover your bill later. We'll keep your meat birds for you, all that.
Jackie, a lot.
She started asking the kids, like, what all their names were, because she knows this as the Pratts, but she doesn't remember everybody's names. And she really focused to find out what TJ's name was, including his last name, since it's not the same as ours. Mm-hmm. And they were one of them that was bidding on his birds, and they didn't get it, but
they were ramping it up and having fun bidding on it with the people that did get it, yes, which was the Kroger grocery store,
the Kroger company that ended up buying TJ's birds, but they were back and forth immediately. And so the feed mill really helped him out.
And they were laughing. I didn't catch it because I was videoing.
Oh, they were laughing Jenny said, watching TJ.
Watching TJ's face just light up. They were having fun.
He saw that it was them, yeah, and it was great. And TJ went and thanked them afterwards and stuff. They're wonderful people. But, I mean, it's great for the kids. But we had no idea what to expect. So, no idea. And so TJ thought he was going to walk away with $10 for both birds. Most. Yep.
So, but what it is, and every fair might be different, because I see what 1870s Homestead said. Our birds at the fair sell for $1.50. This is a big advertisement thing.
It is.
So all these people bidding are the car dealerships in town, the grocery stores, the banks, the credit unions, the big John Deere place here in Hillsdale County.
Huge John Deere company.
Godfrey's Sons. He was sitting right next to me. And I think he spent $500 on the first geese that came out, the Grand Champion geese.
Yep.
Or was it $400 or something? I think the bidding started at $500, but then dropped and came back up a little. But anyways, when I first heard the price of that goose, I was like, what? And so it's them getting, it's advertisement for them. It's also supporting the fair, and it's also whatever's. But that, once I realized what was going on, I was totally floored by that. So Kroger grocery stores had fun with our feed mill, and they went back and forth watching TJ's face light up, and that they got TJ a bunch of money.
Yeah.
And Jeremy, Bruce, I would if we're talking about the fair, I would not put it in those terms. These companies were having a lot of fun.
They were.
It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of companies were outbidding themselves. So they would bid 200, and then nobody else would bid, so they bid 225 again.
And it's
all for the
for the kids. It's to, I mean, if you think about it, all the time that they spend with these animals, and how many times you're there taking care of them throughout the day and stuff like that, it's all for them. It's to be able to support them and let them, you know, get something out of it. But yeah, there was a few times. There was one guy that you said upped his own bid 5 times.
Yeah.
Because nobody else was bidding, and they're like, well, I can't let it go for that. That kid deserves more. And so they went up and up and up on their own bid.
And it is what it is. It's advertising for the companies, but that auctioneer was also doing a great job. If I'm just totally making up a name here, Jenny's Credit Union and Kroger were going back and forth and getting the price way up, that auctioneer made sure to reference both people that were doing it because he knows them. And it was also same with TJ's. The auctioneer referenced Pittsford Feed Mill, even though they didn't get it. They talked about Kroger one and Pittsford Feed Mill. They were having fun, and so it was pretty cool.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, actually, Ruben, I was asking Jenny. Oh, that's fine, Jeremy. That's fine. I meant it. I was asking Jenny. I said, so do these people really take the animals, or
are we going to be bringing 2 more chickens home?
Well, yeah, I can understand the donating back, but do they take them and do some other form of donation with them, or does the lady that was there from Kroger who left before we could tell her thank you?
Yeah, TJ wanted to thank her in person, but we didn't catch her in time.
Is she really gonna take those chickens home?
Yeah, because they ended up purchasing multiple sets.
Yes.
So do they take them? Do we keep them?
Right.
They're supposed to pick them up Sunday.
Right.
I don't know. I guess we'll
find out. And isn't there a time or something too, or?
Yeah, all fair stuff has to be cleaned out by noon Sunday.
All right.
So.
But we don't have to be there for the chickens to be taken.
No, we don't have to be there for the chickens.
But like you said, hopefully they get taken.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what I guess another thing we need to have clarification on. Oh, yeah.
None to telling Grizz to calm down. Grizz is going to knock out the kitty if there's no thumbs up. So this has been a very fun, very busy, tiring week. Yeah. The multiple trips back and forth to the fair have really...
Puppy who thinks that the bed is all hers. Evil dog. And have y'all ever heard a pit bull snore?
Oh yeah, Jeremy, I didn't even think about that. Sending them straight to, Hillsdale County has an auction every single weekend except for Fair Week.
Except for Fair Week, yep.
So they could just go straight back to auction.
That's true.
Yeah.
Or donate them to food pantries or something. Yeah, that's true too. One thing that we talked about is, so we talked about loan for next year doing a little bit different, loaning the kids the money to purchase meat birds and
mainly TJ at his age.
Oh, Faith thinks she wants to do this now too. She's like, it's boring just sitting there watching it. I was like, but it's not boring if you're doing it. And she's like, well, then maybe I'll do it. So, but loaning them the money with interest.
They got tired, Coco.
For the price of the birds and for the feed to be able to raise the birds for fair next year. And then after they get paid, they would reimburse us for doing that. And, we also considered then using, after selling off some of that, then turning around and using that and bidding on other kids, either from the same club or from other clubs that we know, bidding on some of their animals to help them out and to be able to support them and stuff too. So a way to give back.
Right. So TJ, each kid would be able to enter, I believe, multiple sets of birds into the fair. And I could be wrong about that. But so what I originally was talking about was let the kids have their set, but also the kids are, at least on that level, the only ones that can really show it. But maybe doing some of that same thing and using that money some of that money in return to help pump up another kid.
Yeah.
And that'd be that. So we would be like Pratt Family Homestead purchasing a couple $200 chickens.
That's insane. Homestead Wannabe said I snore and wake myself up from the noise. I do can't too, say I've never done that.
But it's only like if I'm just starting to fall asleep and my neck is down like this or something, I'll snore a little and I'll be like, oh.
Or like body jerks. Body jerks are crazy.
I'm awful about body jerks. Awful. So
everybody's kind of all for the loaning.
I didn't know you could get a loan through the 4-H project, and that's cool. But you know, TJ's talking about like for year one, he and I were talking, you know, maybe 10 chickens. It's nothing like we can loan that to him, no problem.
Yeah, they don't need to buy 100 birds and then only take like, I think, well, like Haley maxed out at 16, but they were like showmanship chickens. So I don't know.
And she ended up not selling any of them.
Yeah, TJ was the only kid from his club that sold birds.
But yeah, so the original plan with TJ was, you know, about 20 birds, and he would work at calling like my parents and call Jenny's parents and maybe the next door guy here and say, hey, I'm raising birds on my own this year. Would you be interested in buying any? And here's going to be the price. And just kind of get his feet wet with that and see if that's something he'd want to do. And he says it is, but he's not going to make any kind of money like he made going to the fair.
Yeah, next year it's going to be like, hey, kids, you know, we need to go process the birds. Well, you going to pay me $275 for 2? No, but I'll feed you dinner.
And the kids were helping with processing today.
They were, yeah.
They did
in their own way.
In their own ways. They did a lot of the final plucking that the plucker didn't get.
Yep.
And Andrew was carrying chickens around, and Grace was just being Grace.
Grace is being Grace, but then she started bagging chicken legs for you and playing in the ice.
Yes. Jeremy, I am really interested in that. The pigs that I think we're going to lean towards, I didn't see any there, and I don't know why that is. I looked at every single pig that was there, and I did not see any of that flavor.
Nope.
And or breed. And I don't know why that is. They might not be allowed or something, but almost every pig there had Berkshire in it, or Hamp or York.
My understanding, this is coming from like the 11-year-old boy in front of us.
Flavor
that
monster.
You have to go through a showmanship breeder for pigs in the fair.
Oh, you can't just show up with them?
No. Meaning like your pigs have to come from a showmanship breeder. That's coming from him. He's shown pigs for a couple of years. He's got 4 of them there that he's showing this year. 11-year-old kid. But I don't know. We'll have to look into the rules.
That's interesting.
Hold on. I got 2 thoughts. One, the thought of the week, I just wrote it like right before the show, was slow and steady wins the race. And part of that is like just because everything is so crazy that it's nice to just slow down. But in the end, you know, we'll be able to get everything done. And learning this learning curve that we've hit this week for fair, it's been a very slow process for us. But in the end, TJ's done great. Everybody's done great. Everything is so far still live the way that it's supposed to be. So here we go. What?
Well, that's the other thing we did this week.
Oh, yeah. Hold on, one thought.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. No, go ahead and say that real quick.
No, go
and
ahead.
then I need to touch base on this because I told her I would.
Oh, okay.
So, okay. So, Homestead of America Conference, October 14th in Warrenton, Virginia. Tickets are almost sold out. They have less than 100 tickets, and as of Sunday, you won't be able to purchase any more. So if you still need tickets for the conference, then you need to buy your tickets now because she is shutting it down on Sunday or before if the tickets sell out, and there's less than 100 tickets available. So you need to get your tickets.
This is
I don't even know.
Leelanau Life with young Shannon, Jenny, you don't have to, but they won't place unless they're bred for showmanship. So they won't place, but you could still auction them, I would assume.
Maybe, yeah. Like I said, he had only done the showmanship, and so he was saying, you know, get them from showmanship breeder. You have to feed them specific feed. You have to do a bunch of specific stuff. Oh, flavor of pigs. I can see Mike at a petting zoo. Can I lick it?
Yes.
You licked pigs? It took me a minute to figure out why people were talking about licking pigs. So you and your flavor.
And we haven't posted, well, the first part of this statement, since we're on pigs, we did, that's the other thing we did this week, is Sunday we took 4 pigs to the market.
Yeah, because it wasn't crazy enough. You know, we had softball and fair and pigs.
They were a hair lighter than we expected. The Mangalitsa's.
One was tubby
yeah,
2x4.
The Mangalitsa's came in at, what was it, 140?
147 and 155.
Those are hanging weights.
Yes.
And we had been told before that those might come in a little light anyways.
Yep.
And then 2 old spots, our 2 biggest old spots went in, and they were hanging weights of 164, 5.
167 and 184.
Oh, are you sure? Because
sure.
In that text message I told him 165.
167 and 164. 184.
Okay. Anyways, that's a matter of dollars and cents. But
I want to know. Now I gotta look.
So they came in a hair light, which is especially the 2 bigger ones that we thought were going to be more, but it's perfectly fine, and I think the rest of them are going to be huge. So one Mangalitsa is going to a coworker of mine, the other one's coming to us, and we're selling the 2 old spots to other. They're both coworkers, right? Yeah, to coworkers. Half of our Mangalitsa we got made into sausage and stuff.
My bad, 165.
We got made into sausage and stuff, and then the other half of that Mangalitsa we had what would be your traditional cuts. Well, and that other half we kept the bacon, but
in the ribs.
In the ribs, yeah.
Smoke them all at once.
So yeah, I'm not gonna lie. The one I am super interested in is the Tamworth. I cannot wait to see how that one performs on the table. We don't need any inappropriate comments about performing on a table.
I can't wait for the piggy taste testing. No offense to the piggies.
Well, they won't be taking any offense.
No. Old spots show if you can get them to wait. Well, according with the way that these guys chow down some food, they can get to weight. Yeah.
Yes. We have one old spots that just seems like he's going to stay pretty small.
Yep, he was a runt.
Which is fine because that's going to some family members.
Yep.
And
it'll help them out.
Yep. But those are the fun ones. What did I miss? I feel unprepared and very scatterbrained tonight, babe.
I'm very tired.
Yes. Thank you, Brenda, so much for stopping by. Have a good night. I bought a front quarter of beef today, waiting to see how much I get. $2.55 a pound, cut and wrapped. So what we're charging, well, I'll tell you. I think I've mentioned it in videos. Is we're charging $2 a pound hanging weight for the pig, plus they take care of the butcher. What I'm thinking about for next year is because that's not really necessarily confusing, but I'm thinking about charging $3 to $3.25 a pound. And we'll absorb the butcher cost for you. The numbers we ran last year showed that would still work, but we'll see.
Jen at Jam at the Nut House, she was talking. They grow pomegranates, and I told her that you like putting dried pomegranate seeds on the ribs when you put them in the smoker. Yeah. So she would like for you to explain how do you dry the pomegranate seeds and then.
It's been a little while since I did that.
I think you just dehydrated them, didn't you?
I did just dehydrate them.
Yeah, threw them in the dehydrator and dried them, and then, so he would put the rub.
The kids love those ribs.
Oh yeah, especially Faith.
Yes.
He'd put the rub on the ribs and let it sit for a while. Cover it, with.
We don't use barbecue sauce.
No. And then he put the pomegranate seeds on that.
Yeah.
And
that
put
was
them
a
in
year
the
or two
smoker.
ago.
Yeah, that was 2 years ago. And Faith has been bugging you ever since to do
Hey,
it again.
James at the Nut House, your last post in our group today, in our Facebook group, was that more prickly pear or was that pomegranate?
I don't know. I know that she said that she grows pomegranate, and that's what I told her about the ribs.
Right.
That's the only thing we do with pomegranate other than try to figure out how to cut it, and it ends up staining the counter.
The reason I put the pomegranate seeds on the ribs in the first place was I figured it would just add an interesting... Oh, it was pomegranate. All right.
Yeah,
I saw your post, JM, at Nut House, but I have not had a chance to read it. I just saw the picture real quick.
H&K Crane said, good thing I'm new. I won't know tired Pratts from energetic. I'm very tired.
I didn't know the...
Bug.
I was just trying something. I might even read something with the pomegranate seeds. I don't know. But I think I was just blindly trying something and adding some sweetness, some different flavor to the ribs. And it seemed to work out. I know me and the kids loved it. Did you? Do you remember?
I didn't.
Were you here?
No.
Were you out of town?
Mm-hmm.
Out gallivanting around.
You know me.
was that when you were out with your horse or something? What would you have been out of town? My dad's?
Yeah, I think I was at your dad's.
Oh, okay. Yeah, she was bad, so I sent her to my dad's for a weekend.
Go see the mountains in Virginia, and it was awful.
Oh my gosh, it's 10:18.
I know. I'm feeling it.
I know you are. All right, I've actually got chickens to quarter and stuff tonight.
We have all the chores to do. So.
Oh my gosh, we still got all the chores to do too.
I did them this morning. You get them tonight.
Actually, I could put off the chicken's all on ice. I could put it off till morning.
Yeah. Well, I run back to the fair.
Thanks to Family Homestead. Thanks for stopping by. Check out Two Family Homestead's live streams every Monday night at 9, I believe. They've always got different guests on. They do a great job. Homestead wannabe, see you later. All right, I think everybody's saying good live stream, but they're leaving. What's up with that?
Because we started to say goodnight, so we're going to continue
I'm just joking.
Say goodnight.
You guys have a good night. We'll talk to you guys later. Jenny's pressing stop right now. She's going to pass out.
Yep. Bye.
Bye.